Unreleased music is one of the best things in this world. Like, I cannot stress that enough. Like, there are no downsides to unreleased music for the most part. You know what I'm saying? There are some artists where, you know, some of their unreleased music or snippets they're giving us are, not the best. But for the most part, who I listen to for the most part, a lot of their unreleased music is some of their top tier music. You feel me? And I would like to argue that artists' unreleased music is some of their best music. Arguably some of the best music you'll hear from this artist, unless they drop it, you know what I'm saying? Then it's a dropped music, you know what I'm saying? But arguably, unreleased music from artists is some of their best music. And I have, my own knowledge and my own experience where it's like a lot of the things I made that I haven't dropped, I listen to them by myself, you know what I'm saying? So I can see that for another artist where they wrote something or they recorded something and they have it to themselves and it's so fire, but they haven't, dropped it to everyone else yet. So let me not get too ahead of myself, and I just want to sit down and explain, what unreleased music is. So how we can sit down and explain this whole phenomenon and whatever this is it's basically music that is recorded by an artist and they have not put that on any type of platform. So it's, labeled as unreleased. And how we hear about it is, let's say they go on an Instagram live or they go, they post a few seconds, whatever they're doing live or at a show. For the most part, they'll either do it at a show, on live, or social media. For the most part, there'll be a few seconds of a song that they recorded, and we get to know that as it's not, and we know that's not the full song, and we know that it's not going to be released for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Or we get we get it leaked. We get the song leaked, and it for the most part it's the full song, but it's not, official. It's probably not mastered. It's not under their, whatever label or whatever they have backing on it. People just grab it and it's leaked and we hear the full song, but it's not official. It's not in the best quality that it can be. For the most part, whenever we get, snippets, for the most part, and snippets are, those few seconds I'm talking about where we hear the song. But whenever we get snippets, it's not like at the best quality. It's played through speakers. The artist is probably talking over it or singing over it too. But what I'm saying, for the most part, they're so iconic once you see them. And it leads this kind of effect where it's like, oh, I need this. I want to hear this song in full. Like it's arguably some of their best music that you hear in those few seconds, and you get the song, and the full song is good as well. But it's just that rush of when you first hear a snippet and it's so fire, you need the full song, man. Like, and later on down, however long it takes, you finally hear the full song and it just randomly drops, so it's finally official instead of, the lower quality that you got before. But, it's a toss-up about which one sounds better with certain different artists and certain songs that they have. But, arguably, I believe some of their best music is unreleased. You know what I'm saying? Or some of their best music is when they have it as a snippet and then they drop it and it's, it's good, It's a great phenomenon, and I really appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Because even in my personal, because I am an artist too. I make music. I'll drop the links down below. But I feel like I have great unreleased songs that, if I released them at a certain time in the past, they would have had some traction. Maybe if I release them now, they'll have traction. But it's just, I like listening to my own songs, you know what I'm saying? And it's kind of a self-conscious thing, but enough about that. It's just, unreleased music is amazing. It's simple as that. And that goes to say that I can't see an artist that doesn't have fire music that they don't have released, or they don't have fire music in the archive that we don't know about. You know what I'm saying? That it's just, since I've done it myself, I know the artists you and me listen to, or you and I listen to, they're gonna have something that we haven't heard, and it's so fire. It's so fire. Like, it's beyond us, you know what I'm saying? And, probably little freestyles, stuff. It's so much that we don't see because we're not there with them. But, you know what I'm saying? But it's amazing phenomenon. I can't get enough of it. You can't get enough of it. We'll never get enough of it because it's some of the best. And I don't have any qualms with it at all. Where it's just, yeah, it's gonna be promotion, but for the most part, it's a good song. So I don't care, however long it takes, or what I'm saying, I'll keep replaying that snippet, keep bringing traction to that because it's actually good for the most part. When it's good, it's good. You know what I'm saying? So I'll keep going back to it. But if it's not a decent snippet to me, I'm not finna give it that much attention. I'll listen to it and be like, oh, okay. Then maybe the full song drops, randomly. I'm like, okay, I like the full song more so than the snippet. You know what I'm saying? But it's always a toss up sometimes because that's happened with me a few times where I've heard a snippet and people really enjoyed it, but then when I heard the full song, I was like, okay, yeah, this I understand now. You know what I'm saying? But I just like it takes a minute to really grasp it and finally understand, what it is, like whatever the song is. If that makes sense. I feel like I was talking around that for a second, but it depends. Sometimes you'll hear a snippet and somebody else hears it differently from you, but then whenever you go back and re-listen to it, it's like, okay, yeah, this is actually pretty decent. This is pretty fire, but that's pretty much my opinion on it, because if it's something that I want to support, if it's actually good to me, if it's an artist I mess with, I'm gonna support it. I'm gonna check in for that whenever it releases. I'm gonna play it, whenever, because that's something I appreciate. You know what I'm saying? And there's nothing wrong with it where it's just like, oh, they're keeping this from us, or what I'm saying, it's leaked. Even if it is leaked, I'll check the leak, but then I'll wait for the actual. You know what I'm saying? It's just a support thing, you know what I'm saying? Unless it's fans, their music is, a lifeline sometimes. And hey, we gotta do what we gotta do. We gotta check it out. Even if it hurts, but we still gonna support it either way. You know what I'm saying? So there's no bad side to it, to me personally. But yeah, man, it's just hot. It makes me feel, happy, bro. I'm really just thinking about unreleased music or just snippets, bro. They're just a fire thing, bro. Fire promotion, fire everything, bro. It's just because it would be good snippets, bro. Good music. It'd be fire than like, I don't know. It's probably because you're in a drought. For the most part, you're in a drought. You probably haven't heard anything good, and you hear a snippet from one of your like favorite artists. You're like, oh shoot. It's like, bro, we need that expeditiously, you feel me? Hey. But it's not too much more I could say on it, man. It's just, unreleased music is fire, bro. And I, tell other artists to practice that, you know what I'm saying? Just give little snippets of actual fire that is fire, you know what I'm saying? Or just snippets of your songs, bro. People will mess with it, whatever. And then drop it like a little later than whenever you drop the snippet. Snippets are fire, bro. I can't even lie. Even if you go back and the song's already out and you go back to the snippet, bro, it's like, bro, it's still fire. Like, it's insane, bro, how it works. So in short, you and I can never get enough unreleased music. I know it's not gonna ever go away, and it's just fire. It's amazing. Unreleased music is one of the best things on this planet. Facts. Stamp that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm finna head out. Let y'all spin shoes in. Peace.